Alright, peace and love, brothers and sisters. Welcome. It is I, your brother, the beekeeper, Deonde Belmont from the illustrious Noble House of Belmont. And today is July 6, 2975 of the Berber calendar, which is equivalent to your 2025 Gregorian calendar. And I like to always say it's a beautiful time to be alive. So for those of you who just now having the opportunity to hear my voice, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe on the channel. For that way you can be updated and notified whenever I have new videos, as well when I eventually start doing more lives, you will be notified in regards to that information. With that being said, today is a wonderful time to actually be talking about the new transit that's going to be taking place tomorrow, which is actually the planet Uranus transiting out of the sign of Taurus, and it's been transiting Taurus for the last 6 to 7 years. And we know that all transits, especially when it comes down to the major outer planets, are generational, or in this case societal. So society, we're all going to feel and experience this great shift that's going to be taking place with the planet Uranus transiting or moving into the sign of Gemini. Now, for those of you who don't understand the planet Uranus, Uranus is known as the lord of the sign Aquarius. In modern astrology, historically Saturn, or traditional Saturn, was the ruler of Aquarius. But for modern astrology, we're going to talk a little bit more about Uranus being the planet for Aquarius this time. You know, Aquarius is known, or in this case Uranus is known to be a little bit more eccentric compared to the other planets. Uranus is actually known as the higher octave of Mercury. And for those of you who actually understand Uranus from the mythological or from the Sumerian understanding, Uranus was the Greek equivalent of the Sumerian god Anu. And Anu was known as the king of gods, or the god of all gods, also known as the Most High. So for those who actually want to do a little bit more research into that, I highly recommend you to understand that information, because it's very unique and is actually important in regarding understanding the different schools of thought or religious backgrounds when it comes down to these planetary bodies, either if it's from a Greek standing, a Roman standing, all the way back to Egyptian, and so on and so forth. So with this being part of our reality today, Uranus going into Gemini is going to really cause some form of disturbances when it comes down to communication, because Gemini is the sign of the communication ruled natally by the planet Mercury. And now we're telling you Uranus is actually considered the higher octave equivalent of the planet Mercury. So we're going to start seeing a new change in regards to how we communicate. We're going to see a change in regards to how we send information back and forth to each other. We're going to see, and it's going to be a big change, not something small, and it's not going to be something that's going to happen immediately. It's going to be a gradual, but it's to shake us up. You know, that's one thing about Uranus. It's very unexpected, but it's a shake up, because right now we need things to kind of change, especially how we talk to each other, the way how we do our daily habits and routines. And then we also know Gemini also rules the sixth house in regards to our excuse me, communication, and our natal body. Excuse me, I got a lot of stuff confused right now. In regards to our nervous system, excuse me. So that's what I wanted to talk about. So our nervous system, and as we can see, the results of, you know, me trying to communicate, that is all part of the nervous system. So the more at ease and at peace you are, the better your words can be able to flow. So we're going to see a change in regards to how our endocrine or our nervous system operate because of Uranus now transiting into the sign of Gemini. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, please stay tuned, because I'm going to have a lot more videos to talk about, especially when it's going down to the transits that's going to be affecting all of us on a grand scale instead of just individually. And individually you will be affected too, but I'm just trying to explain to us as a whole, because like we do all make the community, you know. So without us sharing this information on a grand scale, it's hard to kind of see yourself as an individual within this play. All right, peace.